Nowadays, we see trains wherever we go. There is a huge network of railway tracks, laid out all around the world. But how exactly was the first ever train invented? When we talk about the invention of the train, we can't trace it back to one person. That's because there were old early wagonways that have now evolved to modern trains we see. The journey of the invention of the train is a long one, and we'll dive into it today. It all started from early wagonways that have been documented since the 2nd and the 1st millennia BC. To create and travel in these wagonways, rails were put down so the wagonway could run. Besides that, grooves could also be cut into the ground, on which the wagon would move in a straight line. They were pretty popular in the Greek Empire. However, after the fall of the Greek Empire, they fell out of fashion until the 16th century, when they started being used again for trade purposes. Of course, some advances were made in the wagonway during this time, but it wasn't until 1698 that wagonways finally stopped relying on human or horsepower. That's because in 1698, Thomas Savery invented the first ever steam-powered engine. However, the design still had some serious flaws, but that didn't stop many other inventors from using it to build their own creations. It wasn't until 20 years later, when George Stephenson produced the locomotion No. 1, which was successfully used on the first public steam railway, and this steam train also started getting sold for both commercial and public transportation purposes. In some countries, these steam-powered trains are still being used, but in many advanced countries, we also see electric trains, which were first introduced in the 1880s by Werner von Siemens. It took a few decades for these electric trains to get popular, and that's when electric-powered railways started being constructed all around the world. That's not the end of it. Inventors and pioneers are designing new objects every day, so who knows? We might see a whole new version of trains real soon. Good to know, right?